ago, we came in the Gemara in Bechoros on Daf Nun Tesla Medalef. We came in the middle of the Omer to what Omarove, famous thing, what we know, Asiri, right? Omarove, Asiri Me'elov Kodesh. But let's go a little bit what we learned last week. We learned about Hafosha Struve, Bemachshove, Be'oimed. What about the Isra Hafosha Struve B'Shabbos? And it's a little bit Shloshim going Koydem Achak to speak about also Sukkah, how it comes in. Because the same shayla what we have here in Toisus, what we went to last week, we have also Toisus in Git in Daf Lamed Aleph. Toisus in Git in Daf Lamed Aleph, Omed Aleph, in Dibo Masechet B'Machshove. Toisus fragt azoi, because it helps Afro B'Machshove, right? As we said, Nois and Ein Ovetzad Zeh. So fragt Toisus, Amai Ein Magbin Trumois B'Shabbos. As if fragt Toisus, if you tell me that Nois and Ein Ovetzad Zeh, Tzad Achel, right? So why don't you come and say Trumois and Maisros in Shabbos? Says Toisus. We learned in Masechet Shabbos, we learned over there, right? In Daf Kuf Mem Aleph, it's a Mishnah in Daf Kuf Mem Aleph on the base. Rabbi Yudo Imer, Af Ma'ali Nesameduma Be'ech Dumeyo B'Shabbos. Frag the Gemara, how could you come and be metaken? Mayo, come metaken, you're doing a tikkun on Shabbos. And for the Gemara, the Sovak Rab Shimon ben Elazar, the Omar Nois and Ein Ovetzad Zeh, Noichel Vetzad Zeh. And that's why, says the Gemara, Lehochel or Choshiv metaken B'Shabbos, right? That's because Efshar b'machshove. He says, "Ibazoi Trumas also Efshar b'machshove." So why you can't give Trumas and Ma'aser b'Shabbos? That's as if like Toisus based on Mamish what we learned over here. Toisus Baros says Toisus and Gitin. Says v'Shloimar the shiny meduma shekvar hu metukan, aval tchilas tikunoi shel tevel loi sharinen. Why? Mishum the Efshar b'machshove. That means also the Tosis comes and says that Meduma is different. Over there, it's talking about it was already given the Tumas Maises, fell in a little bit of Tevel, Tumas, sorry, and now it's mixed. So now it was already Metukan. So the evidence is not to come at the start. You have Tevel and start to give it the Chalois of Tumas Maises, Chulin. That's not. Why? Because Lo Yisharina Mishum De'Efshar B'Machshove. It doesn't help. The Rashash over there in Kitin. On Toisus, says the Rashash, Mashma. Not the Rashash, Mashma the Machshove Mio, Mutter Afilu B'Shabbos. So it's Mashma from Toisus. Venirali, says the Rashash, the Psike Leukein, Mishum Drosa, the Drosha of Vedaber Dobo. Dibur is also Obel, Hiru is Mutter, right? The Gemara Shabbos, Daf Kuf Nun. Meile, he says, the Rashash is Marich of there, Meiser Rishon, Meiser Sheni, or Meiser Oni. If you also say Nitolim Machshove, if you're allowed to come in Meiser Machshove or not. I wanted to take it a little bit, yeah.
Here we say Shabbos, here
Exactly. Oh, so let's start back and speak about this. Toisus also over here, coming Toisus over here, it's the same thing. Toisus over here, we're here by uns. But let's take it a little bit a different way. The Mishtabura in Simen Tov Reish Lamed Gimel, Sifkot Miyud Gimel, says over there B'Shem Dachroinim. The person has a sukkah sheikvoy lemala me'esrim amo. So, what's the solution? So the Gemara says, possibly, but Yamayim, Rabbanon, the Reise, Eide Zutre, Mile Zutre. But that's why they bring the Mishnah bring the Shem Nachroinim, sukkah sheikvoy lemala me'esrim amo, osur lemayet beyomtev. It can't be memayetet beyomtev. Why? Because kein boine. When the person comes and does it on Yom Tov, it's kein boine. And also what he's doing over here, he's doing a tikkun, right? He's metaken the sukkah by coming and building it on Yom Tov. He's metaken the sukkah. He's machshirin, and this he says like the same thing like we learned the Simen Tov Reish Mevol. No, he's a gabi hadas. You're not allowed to come and to do it on Yom Tov. Why? Because it's tikkun money. You're not allowed to be metaken. Same thing also over here. You're not allowed to be metaken. Sharat Zion brings B'Shem the Rabbi Akiva Eiger that he has a suffix. Dr. Rabbi Akiva Eiger azoi. B'miato me'erev Yom Tov. Whatever was Memayed Erev Yom Tov, what? He was not Mevatelet. We know there's right. The Gemara says how you have a sukkah Gevoy Lemale Me'esim Amo. What's the solution? So you Memayed it. Now how you Memayed Kori Muksosa is the Gemara. It's not going to help the beetle because but if you take there right certain things that depends on the person, not awful, yeah, awful. The Gemara read so. You put it over there, you have to revat it. Let's say the person came in Geleg Dorten Erev Yom Tov, Erev Shabbos, he put over there the offal, and he has to be mevatelet. Depends on his bittul. Can he be mevatelet on Yom Tov? The basically is b'machshava. Can you do tikkun money b'machshava? Basically, you're not allowed to be made on Yom Tov Sukkot. Why? Because it's tikkun money. You're metaken. Over here, you're metaken machshava. So it's exactly what our Toshis brings over here. Toshis and Gittin and Toshis over here in our sugya. Can you do b'machshava on Shabbos? Right? Truma is a machshava. You can't do truma b'Shabbos. You can't do truma b'Shabbos. So basically, it's very similar. Rabbi Kiva brings over there about the Sharatzir brings the Shem Chidush. What about he was mevatelet? If he was not mevatelet on Yom Tov, he's allowed to mevatelet on Yom Tov. Huh? It's metaken money. Yeah. No. So over there, it's two different things. No, it's not mamish boine. The lotion over there is kein boine. Kein boine. Yeah, but that's not the thing. It's two different reasons. It's gerech. It's gerech. You're picking on the first reason. The Mishavua beings kein boine veoid because metaken asuko machshiro deosu. That's a different reason. The kein boine is gerech. Over here, he says he's metaken the sukkah. So if he was memayed erev Yom Tov, just what he's not mevatelet, can be mevatelet Yom Tov, just mevatelet machshava. So the reason is that even though, if we look at the thing, bitul in Yom Tov is allowed, right? Bitul in Yom Tov is allowed, as we learned before, and if we look at the halachadik, simen tov mem daled, right? You're allowed to count mevatel in Yom Tov. Over here, maybe it's worse. Why? Because over here, he's metaken the sukkah. By coming in mevatel the offer of the whatever it is, he's actually machshir the sukkah. Can he be mevatel or not? Yeah, so he means. Now let's go. How it's mamish our sukkah over here, right? Mamish our sukkah. The same thing, legabe, to come to be toirem tume, the big toirem tume. In Shabbos, you're not allowed to even, you're just doing a kriyas Hashem. The same thing over here. But maybe you can come and be maker because we see that that the Heskem Belev is also enough, right? So there is Rabbeinu Manoach. Rabbeinu Manoach in Ilchois Sukkah Perek Dalet Aloch Yud Gimel. Zog the Rabbeinu Manoach Hasei. Im yochol levatloi. So a person can come and be mevatel beyond that. Zog er so. V'tzorich hiyun. Says, as I'm stopping in the Rabbeinu Manoach. V'tzorich hiyun. Im yochol levatloi beyond. Deloi domi lechometz. Now we can come and jump to also to Pesach. The same thing. If a person can be mevatel chometz on Pesach, right? Oh. He said, "Deloi domi lechometz the also to levar or legamri, avaloche ho achshavei u mashvelei karka hasuke vedomi leboine." Again, domi leboine. Yeah, because what about you mevatel? You can mevatel chometz in Yom Tov. No problem to mevatel chometz in Yom Tov or Pesach, but it's different. Of these mevatel. He's destroying it. Bittul be'al mesage, going to the Tosis of the Dafdaled in Tzochim. But over here, he's not destroying it. He wants to be machshiv the karka. He has over there karka. He's mevatel it b'machshove, but he's happy about it. He wants to come and have it. The iloi achsheve loy memayet. And we start with the mevateli. Sharei ein boi maise klal. The doctor, ve'afilu maise zutek. Going divu the ho bebitul beli boi sageh. That means Rabbeinu Manoach comes and says that it would help. Why? Because the feel is a kleine machine. I mean a kleine meise, even a dibur, a kima so have a meise, lo have a meise. It's a small meise. A meise zutra says the Gemara Christos says, "Aber a feel dem nicht," says the Rabbeinu Manoach, and therefore it's going to help. Yeah.
Forgetting to do the point there, do this on the second. What's wrong?
Why
can't you just put it there? Not moving like it. There's nothing wrong with that. Put it there. Putting it there. 10 minutes later, he's not lovely. Because putting it there is not mavatli. He's not machshir.
What means to be mad in Yom Tov?
Oh no, you put it down Yom Tov. There's no issa. If not a boiner, if not for the issa boiner, he's putting it down. There's no masakim at all. Later on, he's mavatli. He's the machshava.
Yeah, but this is like
combine.
Yeah, no, because you do because this is mamish like boiner. Yeah, this is mamish boina. If a person, actually, what you're saying is the chayodam. Chayodam comes and says, effect of the Rabbeinu Manoach. He says, if a person came and he actually was memayet, and then he was mevatel in Shabbos, that's for sure going to be also. Why? Because this is mamish, as we said, this is mamish like boina, right? So why it's going to be mutar?
Why should it be like
So he says that the mute and the Mevatel Shabbos for sure is going to be also. Why? Because he's doing a Maisa.
When he did his mice,
Just what? The Rabbeinu Monoach, he affected Rabbeinu Monoach. He says, Rabbeinu Monoach. Rabbeinu is talking about that he was Mevatel, he was done the Maisa Me'er of Yom Tov. And Yom Tov is just doing the Bitul. And over here, Rabbeinu Monoach was matter because he's not doing any Maisa Bechlal, he's just doing the Bitul. But you do see that the Chayodam and Nishmas Odom, he is combining the two of Bitul and Maisa. So what we see over here, in the Chayodam, what you just said, that what the Machshavet is no Isur of Tikkun, right? The Machshavet is no Isur. And because we know that there is possible that say that what there is Bitul b'Machshavet, and that's why you can come and be Mevatel Machshavet in Yom Tov. Shaila is why we didn't see it's Machlokes Rishonim over here. We see the Machlokes Rishonim. If we say the Isur of Tikkun Mono and Machshavet, legabe Afrosha of Truma. Afrosha of Truma is also only b'Machshavet. Why is it different? Elamai, we can say that what the Mishnah ongenumen. That's what that's you're not allowed to be mafresh Truma and Shabbos b'Machshavet. Why? It's mitzat Tikkun Mono, not mitzat Tikkun Mono. Just what? Because it's different, two different reasons. Now I want to come a little back to our sugya. There's two different reasons why you're not allowed to come to be mafresh Truma and Shabbos. First of all, as we said, Tikkun Mono. And if yes, we have a bit of a problem because why we see over there that you're allowed to, must be it's a different reason because nire kemagdish, it's a different nire kemagdish, and that's why he says you're not allowed to be mafresh Truma and Shabbos because it's nire kemagdish. What we just said that what that you're not allowed to, right? He said that you're not allowed to be mevatel b'machshaveh. You understood that what? And also machshaveh is going to be also to come to do a kli and Shabbos only. Shabu himself comes and he's making, right? Over you see that the Rabbi Kiva himself was stop. It could be Rabbi Kiva Gal, not the Isur of Mevatel Mone. Of course, as Truma Ma'asos and Shabbos is mitzad Tikkun Mone. It's going to be mitzad from both sides. Okay, fine.
I'm not thinking about combining. Then we were talking about one man put it down and he is Mevatel. One if I put it down. You can't say Boiner. Who's Boiner? Me or him?
So what's the Isur of Tikkun and Shabbos?
How can you put that down on Shabbos?
No, stam to put on Shabbos, you're allowed to. You're not doing anything. But then someone else comes with it. Mashve gumas. Let's say it's no, there's no gumas. There's no, okay. Yeah.
This thing you can or cannot says you can't do it with times in Ishmael.
Look at the last three shuras of the last toys or the two toys with the Masechet. Shloimar meduma shayne shekvar nitkan but tchila stik v'lo yisharin mitam de'el machshaveh. You're not allowed to. You can't do it. Toys says you can't do it. Yeah. ואפילו דמאי עושה לתקי בשעת כנמוך על הפרק רמים מדליקים ואף אגב דשור לבינוי שלנו בצד זה ואיך בצד אחר כנמוך הפרק כמה דחולין גם ירמר שאוכל עולה של ירב בישם. But he says no, you can't do it. No, that's what he's saying. Tosis says you can't come and do it. Tosis fight the Shaila. Why over here? If Tosis, why you cannot come and be metag? Right? If it's only machshaveh, why can't you do it in Shabbos? You see that meduma, it's gonna help. Says Tosis, no, it's different than meduma. Meduma was once metukan. It was once given among metukan. Over here was never metukan, and that's why it's gonna be different. That's what Tosis over here. The Tosis at the end of Diba Maschil Machshaveh. Yeah, this one. Tosis bring. This is the Shaila we bought over here in Tosis. Yeah. That's why, how could you come and say that Meduma you're allowed to come and to be Metakin and Shabbos because it's only Machshaveh? Over here, should also you're allowed to come and to do it because it's only a Machshaveh. Says this is different. Why? Because Meduma Shaina.
The Shaila is to take out the yeah? To take out the amount of filling, yeah?
Let's see the Tosis inside. Yeah, let's go up a little bit. The Tosis is at the end of Dima Maschil, the Machshaveh. Yeah, Ve'itoima. Yeah, Kevan the Sharina. Zok Tosis. Tosis Dima Maschil Machshaveh, and the end of the Tosis, Ve'itoima. Kevan the Sharina. Truma al yedei noisen eino b'tzad zev oiche b'tzad acher. You're allowed to be mafresh Truma by Machshaveh, basically. Or why do we learn the ein magbin Trumas and Maises beyom tev? We learned over there in the Gemara in Shabbos. Yeah, that's the Kufman base. Ma'alin hamiduma be'echodomeo. That means, let's explain it. Oseo of Truma that fell into Me'oseo of Chulin. So what's the din? It's misbatel, right? right? You have to. Oh, what do you have to do? You have to take out one seor of truma to the kohen, that the kohen doesn't lose anything, huh? And you're allowed to be malet, huh? Why muktzeh? Beforehand. Once you this, it's not truma. It's not the thing. It was Masukon already. Yeah, it was Masukon. Why should it be now? You say that was good. So you say Muktzeh Lachati Shabbos because it was Mutter before. It fell in Shabbos. Okay, something cannot turn Muktzeh in the middle of Shabbos. Okay, let's say it's Machloek. Okay, so let's say that. Okay, so this person had over there 100 seor of Chulin, 1 seor of Trumet fell in. The din is he has to take 1 seor that the Kohen shouldn't lose. Kohen can't lose his, and he's allowed to be maled in this seor. Who porich? Frag the Gemara Dorten. Yeah, how are you allowed to do so in Yom Tov? Why is metaken? Because there's by coming and taking now a seor of Trumet, right? You can come now and for the Gemara, right? The Shone, the Rablo Zobar Rab Shimoni the Omar. That means you're allowed to be maled to the Kohen, not the Maisen. Once you do it with Machshove, you can do it also with Machshove. And therefore, yes. And that's the reason it's not called a metaken, because he's doing it. And because he can come and be Meichel over here, they come to eat it Maise. When he's doing a Maise, it's also not called a Tikkun. Yeah? Even if he's doing a Maise, it's also not going to be called a Tikkun. As I explained in the Rishis Bikurim, a lot of they come. Yeah. Says the Toisus. Oh, now, so what's the question? The question is, once we said now that you could come and be mitaken and machshove, so what's the issue to come and do to some Maises Yontev? Why can't you give to some Maises Yontev? Ve'e shloima, enter Toisves. De medu ma shaine. To be mal and to do a Maises Poyal, you can come and do it on day. Why? Because you can do it also on day machshove, you can do it the Maises. Why? Shekvar mitkan. It was given Maisa beforehand, and it's not mekulkol be'etzem. Tevel is mekulkol be'etzem. Now you have to be metaken. But this was metukon. Just what? Now it got mixed in it a little bit of truma, and that's why it's not mamish metaken. Because you could come and be malet now with machshove without the maises, it's not called a maise. Lo, it's not called a tikkun. Avol, the Toises. Coming to do a maise from beginning. The Toises. Avol. Tchilas tikkun, that's the kills over here. The beginning of the tevel. You have over here the tevel from the beginning to be mafresh trumas or ma'aseh for tikkun gomor. That you can't. Lo yisharin mitam de'ev shel machshove. This you're not going to be matir because you could come and be matiret be machshove. This you're not going to come and be matir. Yes. You can't do it. What do you mean?
We don't use that because you don't use this term.
Because there's so much of it, yeah. So actually, yeah. Yes. Oh, so let me actually focus on this. What the Rav Zodovic said, and the Rishis Bikurim said that Masechet from Toises that why you're not matir to be malet al yedei ma'aseh. Why? Because eshav machshove. But to be malet machshove stam. What about to be malet machshove stam? Only machshove. Machshove grade. It's going to be allowed. Oh, as I talk the Rishis Bikurim. Because you're not matir because of machshove, right? That means that you're not matir the ma'aseh because efshar b'machshove, but the machshove itself you're allowed. Oh, so zog the Rishis Bikurim that the machshove is allowed. Why? Because the comment he says to actually work al yedei machshove to do a peule al yedei machshove. That's what you're doing over here, right? You mafil it al yedei machshove. He says it's only a grome. The big raya over there from Rashi and Gittin. In Daf Lamed Aleph, the sugya later on in Daf Nun Gimel, what Rashi comes and says over there that Grome v'Shabbos is shori, av b'melocha gemura. Again, it's an interesting time. It's a different topic if you're allowed to do with Shabbos, and that's why he's going to come. Again, the Rashash, again, what we learned at the beginning of the shir, the Rashash gives us a different reason why it's going to be mutar on Shabbos. Yes, that's as you come to so lefi machshove. Fine. The reason doesn't think. Yeah.
You can
Then what's the word mitan? What's the word mitan? You should have said. What should we know? The F should have machshava. Mitan, there's no.
The loss of toises. The loss of toises. Yeah, right.
That time helps for Tumah, but that time doesn't help for. The Russian would be the should have said.
Okay. Lass uns in die Gemorre. Sag die Gemorre. Yes. Yes. No, even that you could do it because it was never metoken really. Something that was never metoken that you can't.
If you did make sure it worked.
Yes. Yes, but in Shabbos you shouldn't do it because it was never metoken. That's the place that's coming to say us. Okay, lass uns in die Gemorre. Oma Rove. Oma Rove. Daf Nuntes Amud Aleph mitten der Omed Oma Rove. Asiri Kodosh Meilo. For example, a person is counting over there. I love Kodosh or Asiri Kodosh Meilo. Oma Rove, in the middle of no, Asiri Meilo Hu Kodosh. Asiri Meilo Hu Kodosh. Or the gears over in the side is Asiri Kodosh Meilo. Zok Rashi in Tzavyad Meilo Kodosh Kegoin. So your moine ve'yotzu tishi ve'asiri nishnayar b'dir kodesh kol mokom shehu. That means that's right. Rashi comes and says, for example, the person is counting the behemoths, and it came out the 9th one, and the 10th one he actually left inside the deal. He counted Aleph, Beis, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Ches. The last one was left in the deal. The 10th one. Yes. So he's going to be Kodesh Meilov, and even though he didn't come and say Kodesh, even he didn't say this one is going to be a Dasiri. He counted 9, it's going to be 10. Oh. Now, this, even if he didn't come out, he's left in it. That's what Rashi says of it, right? What's the pshat with Asiri Kodesh Meilo?
It came out and it's a problem.
That is the pshat, Asiri Kodesh Meilo. You have to say that's exactly what we say. You don't have to say.
Without saying.
Oh, so so let's speak about this a second.
There's 2 left. How can it work?
If it's 2 left, there's not. Yeah, sure not. Yeah. You don't know which one. Even though you didn't count it yet. Yeah.
They came out.
So this is a ganze sugya. These 2 words, Asiri Meil of God, is a ganze. And this is better again. We spoke about it the last 2 weeks, the last 3 weeks, and what means Asiri? You do need a Sfira, you don't need a Sfira. We spoke about the Dvar Avrom, the Shari Yosher. But let's just speak about the Ikra Dvorim. There's a Gemara in the Dorim. Let's start with the Gemara in the Dorim. The Gemara in the Dorim, the Yud Chesed Amud Beis, the Gemara says, right? We know that the neder is nitfas only bedover ha nodu, veloi bedover ha osu. What about Meiser Beime? Zog the Gemara. So the Gemara in the Dorim, the Yud Chesed Amud Beis, zog the Gemara that the Bchoyer, right, is a dover hanodu, dover hanodu. I mean, because Bchoyer is Dushos Merechem, it's Chal Meilov. It's called the dover hanodu. It's not called the dover hanodu. Frek Toises over there in the Dorim. Frek Toises, and our sugya we said that what. That is Meiser Beime is Kodesh Meilo. And we see that what it's called the Dover Hanodu. Why is it called the Dover Hanodu? Says Toises, because you need to come and to you have to be Ma'avir Tachas HaShevet, and if he's going to take 10 without counting it all, it's not to be Kodesh. So when it happens the Kedusha, Al Yedei Meiser Odom. What's over there in the Dorim? Yeah, Rashi sagt, Rashi over here is that being Nishtayar Bedir, Kodesh Bechol Makom Shehu. It's going to be anywhere. It's going to be Kodesh. So it is as Veim Shel Meiser Stomen Neder Osu. Veim Toimar. Toises I'm reading out the Toises and Daf Yud Chesed Amud Beis in the Dorim. And Dima Askel Veim Shel Meiser. Veim Toimar ve'alo Yasiri Meilo v'ave Kodesh. Veim Kein lo Yave Dover Anodur. So why did Moses say that Meiser Beim is a Dover Anodu? If Masir Meil of Kodesh, it can be Anodu. ויש לו אמר, דבוי אעבור הסמיניאן, ואם אויו עשורו, ונוטל איכות בלוי מיניאן, אינוי קודוש. דובר הפרק מייסר בהימה, מקרה שפיר דובר הנודו. ממילא it's called the דובר הנודו. Oh, exactly. You do. It's annoying, yeah. But as I said over here, and that means that it's chal the kedusha. The kedusha is chal al yedei the bailim. The whole chiddush of, so what's the chiddush of Rava? What's the chiddush of Rava? The meilov. So the whole chiddush of Rava is that you don't have to call it asiri. That's the chiddush of Rava. But for sure that the bailim he has to be machshivet. The what? It's not so simple because the marshal this. I can tell you, it's not so simple because, okay, I don't want to go so much in the Minchas Chinuch, we spoke about it. Can you do Shaila and Meiser Beim or not? You know, Trumas and Meisers, Kochim, you could be Shoyal. It's a nether. You can be Shoyal. Can you be Shoyal also in Meiser Beim? Minchas Chinuch, yeah. It's a Shisam, yeah. Yes. Exactly. But let's speak about the Chazoni. The Chazonish over here in Sivan Chov Zion, says, what about, he's done over there. What about the Asiris Kodesh Meilov? Is Dafken way the Bailim wanted it to be Kodesh? That means you do need over here. And this refers to the Toys we just said. It refers to the Bailim. We pass a Bailim over in order to become Kodesh. Or even without the Bailim. Let's say the Bailim, no, I'm not interested to become Kodesh. It's to become automatically Kodesh. And the Asiri Meilov Kodesh is Mamish Degamre or not? Oh, so he means a Raye, the Mishnah was there later on. Later on, the Gemara says, and Daf Samach, the Gemara comes and says that what? Hoyoloi Tisha also Teloim. He had 19. Veyotsu Tisha. 9 came out, and he counted the 9. He counted 9 what came out. And he didn't call the Asiri. It's what he started to count from the beginning again. Aleph, Beis, Gimel, he started to count. And then Kubdo is at the 9, right? The 19 was the 10. So, what's going to be the din? Only the first 9 are going to be potul. But the last ones are going to be Chayv Ma'isa. Why? The Asiri Me'el of Kodesh. It says Rashi over there. If you look at Rashi, look Rashi in Daf Samach. Rashi over here is in Diba Maschil Me'el of. Ve'afal Gav, says Rashi, Kosova Me'el of Kodesh. In Ksav Yad, yeah. Or also, even if you look at the top, Me'el of Kodesh, Afal Pi. The top Rashi. It's the same thing of the more Bekitzer. The top Rashi and Yuchas. On the top, Dima Maskil Meil of Kodosh, Daf Samach, Zot Rashi. Afal Pi, Shekoroi Echod, Benito Shatisha Achroinim Lo Yu Pturim. So even if he called it Echod, it's still going to be Asiri. He called it Echod. He counted. He had 19. He starts Aleph Beis Gimel Daled Hey Vav Zayin Ches Tes, and then he starts to count Aleph Beis Gimel. This one, what he called Aleph, really was the 10th. Says Rashi, Afal Gav, that this was the 10th one. He called it Echod, he called it Aleph. It's going to be Kodesh. It's Siri. Kumta is that the other 9, and never became potul with this Hafosha. With this Hafosha, the other 9 would never potul. And why? Because we say the second 9, only the first 9 are going to be potul because that he didn't have Hafosha on it. The last one, what he said 10, was really what he said.
19 up. And then he started coming again.
He had 19.
Yeah.
He can't Aleph, Beis, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chestes. Instead of to say Asiri, he came and he said again, Aleph, Beis, Gimel, Dalet. This Aleph is going to be the Asiri. And only the first 9 are potul. And that's what he's saying. If you look at the Rashi, the Osomeh, that Azoyal the Chazonish. The Osomeh has a different malach how to explain. Yeah. Well, basically, when we come and we're saying that Asiri Meil of Kodesh, Asiri Meil of Kodesh is a din that actually is Kodesh Ad Kei Kach that we're saying now that it's Kodesh B'Kedushas even with the Bailim or without the Bailim. That's easy topic. When we come with the Bailim or without the Bailim, you need a Askama of the Bailim or you don't need the Askama of the Bailim. He comes and he stops and go here. And he comes and he brings away even without the Askama of the Bailim. Yeah. Oh, so that's why you stop it. That's exactly Chazonish. Yeah. I don't want it. I say one.
But even if I'm calling it a voice, it's not.
That's exactly the Chazon Ish's medayik from that Rashi. That's what exactly we're trying to prove from Rashi. Those Sameach and Ilchos Poiris Perek Ches Aloch Ches. Log those Sameach Hazoi. When he also has over there, but he comes and he brings pashas that Asiri Me'elov Kodesh. He says Dafke when, and that's what we straight away when we learned. Yes, is left of the how much is left. Rashi says you have over here. You counted Aleph Beis Gimel Dalet Hey Vav Zayin Chestes, and you left that one in the pen. You left that one in the deal. Is the last one? So Rashi doesn't say if it's the last one. So those Sameach. Dafke says that there's only one left in the deal. When he came and he put only 10 into the deal. So now we know exactly which one is the 10. Who is he? But let's say he counted Aleph Beis Gimel Dalet Hey Vav Zayin Chestes, and there's left a few in the deal. So now we can't go to a Breire. We can say, well, it's not Mevuel. It's not Mevuel which one is the Asiri. So what's Misiachas? Which one is Misiachas made of Kodesh? Which one is made of Kodesh? Which one is going to be Misiachas to the 9? I counted, I have over there 15, let's say. 12. Exactly. Oh, exactly. Different problem. Exactly. So what are you going to say? You're going to have Aleph Beis Gimel Dalet Hey Vav Zayin Chestes, and now you're left over here with 3. Which one? Which one is Misiachas to this 9 that you can say, okay, this is the Asiri that becomes by itself? Who's going to be the Asiri exactly? And that's what it says the thing. The Chazon Ish comes and says also he's going to have to put the 9 back in. No, just take out one and be mevarer. Which one is it?
No, you
Can't put it back. Then you patter the whole thing. You don't have Asiri Vaday once you put it back. Like Kofatzechol Min Amnoin. Yeah. Log the Gemara. Minole lerove, yeah, where did Rove take this thing? Minole lerove ho. Where did he learn this thing? If you can say you learned that we learned this Braise last week. Ainly Elo, when we know that Asiri is going to be Kodesh Elo, Shekoroshmoy Asiri. Loi Koroshmoy Asiri Minayin. Where do we know that also then is going to be Kodesh? Talmud Loimar, Iye Kodesh. Right? We learned that Asiri Iye Kodesh. What we learned? Mi Kol Mokoim. So says Igmar, no, you can't say so. Why not? Dilme Asiri Udeloi Karye. Ober Kodesh Karye. That means maybe the Braise was not Merabe only when, for example, he didn't call it Asiri. But still, he's going to be Kodesh. It's not going to be Asiri, but Aval Pikin. Rove Kama teaches that even if he didn't call it Kodesh, right? He didn't say anything. Maybe the Mishnah says, I didn't say Asiri, but I still said Kodesh, and then it's going to work. Rove Kama teacher, he didn't say anything. He didn't say, not Asiri, not Kodesh, it's still going to be. So maybe over here, we've never learned it. Yeah, that's the Lefi, what we see over here. And that's the second gilsa of the Rashi over here. If you look at Rashi, the top, let's look at the top Rashi. Top Rashi has a different gilsa over here. Top Rashi. ודין מעשירי לא יקרא חמונה. דלאבלי דין מייסר, לעלוי זה לירושלים ולהקריבוי. אלא קודש גרי דקריא חמונה, דקדוש חולו עולו, ואינו נחל אלו במומוי. עניין אחר, זה רש"י, ודין לראש מעשירי אלו קודש, קורש מוי. הוא לא חייב במייסר, אבל איך זה לא יקורי כלל, לא ילהב קודש כשזה המייסר, ולא מפי המוירה. That's what he says the second one. נמי הזוי. Rashi over here, what we explain in the Gemara, we learn like the second chat in Rashi. The first pshat in Rashi says, "V'dil mi asiri." What's it going to say? "V'dil me asiri lo ikari rachamone." What's the pshat? Maybe the asiri lo ikari rachamone, that it should be a din of meiser beime, right? And he doesn't have to come to bring it to Yerushalayim, and he doesn't have to come and be makriv. Just what? Kodesh. The Torah gave it the din kedusha, and this can din meiser. The second pshat what we learned is that the person, instead of to say asiri, he said kodesh, and then it's going to be chal. So then it's going to help. And the Chidush of Rava, you don't have to say afilu kodesh. That's the second pshat in Rashi. The first pshat in Rashi, different gear say that the dilme, what we said over there, asir lo ikari rachamone, right? Ober kodesh, it does give it. That means it's not called asiri that you have to come to Yimalet Yerushalayim and to be makriv. Just what? It's only kodesh. Kodesh grade. What is kodesh grade? Kodesh grade ikari rachamone. That's what? It's chal on it a gedusha.
How many days do you before?
It's Kodesh. No, it's not Kodesh. What the how many days? When you have a meister baby, that's a mum. How many days you can eat it? Exactly.
No, but it has not a mum. So it's Kodesh to Guf.
You wait till it has a mum.
But it's not a Guf.
So yes.
So can you eat it? In Yerushalayim?
No, you have to no.
Is it because it's not Shalom? It's not.
It's not it's as a Kedushas Meiser.
It's like a Mekiva, Vasan Kutzor has come today.
Yeah, you have to wait till it becomes a boom.
Yeah, but there becomes got so. It's not the first 9, and then you start from number 11. You start counting again.
Yes.
You were second the first 9, and you could have.
Now you're gonna yes, and that's what you understood in the Braisa. That's what you understood in the Braisa. No Sameach, what we mentioned beforehand, what we said beforehand, yeah, that he said that this is Dafke when the last one in the deal was the last one in the deal, right? As we said that the Asiri Kodesh Me'elav only if we know, as we said, we of us who is the Asiri. He says now we understand over here what we understand the Gemara from Iye Kodesh. If he didn't call it Asiri, that means, and in this case, we need actually how much? When he didn't call it Asiri, why it's not going to be good? Because we have a lot in the deal. We have a lot in the deal, and that's why we need that what Yavot HaShevit. When we need that Yavot HaShevit, when we need to know exactly which one is going to be the 10th one. Yeah. John the Gemara says, yeah. Sorry?
I don't need limits for that. If it's got 2 or 3 left over.
So you need it. So yeah, and that's the Iye Kodesh.
That one. So which one?
If you have over here, yeah, we have 3 left. What's going to be the din? It's not going to be Kodesh Me'elav. Only when we know it has to be Mevura, which one is the Asiri, right? That's what we said before. So now, what the Gemara is Marbeve, what the Gemara is Marbeve from the Pasuk Iye Kodesh. That's what. Also, if he didn't call it Asiri, that means in this case, when he has a lot in the still left over there, you still need to be mevarer. Which one is it in order to be a kodesh? Explain that after you have the limud, yeah. After you have the limud.
If you have a limit, what's left over? And I see you rabbi, so there's 3 copies.
Yeah.
The fact it says, Korosh Shemoya Siri, the Korosh Shemoya Siri Benai. What's Korosh on which? On whom? The one that came out.
The one that came out, yeah. For sure. And that's why you need the Kodesh Dafke when the one that came out. You need to have Mevura. You have to have it Mevura. You have to have the one that you took out. You have to know which one.
Yeah, but what are you left? You're talking about one came out.
Iye Kodesh, the one that Iye Kodesh, which one? The one in the middle. You don't have to give it the Shem Kodesh. You don't have to give it the Shem Asiri.
It has to come out.
It has to come out, yes. It has to be Mevura.
It wasn't up to me how many are left.
No.
Why are we discussing how many are left?
Only when the last one that's left. And that's what the Gemara says. That's what we know already. Oh, so let's see, Take, the Gemara comes in, we have to know a different one. So let's speak about it. This is a Mishnah in Daf Samach Omedad. The Mishnah says, Koro la'asiri chi. Or, the Koro l'chi asiri, the Mishnah says. That means he took the 9th one, he said, Aleph Beis Gimel Dalet Hei Vav Zayin Ches Tes. Instead of to say now Tes, he said Asiri. Ule Asiri, the 9th one is the Chapsachon. Oh, what did I do? I said Asiri, instead of to say Tes, he says Tes, Chi. Now he had 1 second. I said now the Asiri was ready. So you know what? So he says now again Asiri, and that was the 11th one already. So what he done over here? Koro lechi Asiri, ule Asiri chi, ule achadaso Asiri. So what's going to be the din? Shloshton mekudoshim. All 3 are mekudosh. And what's the din? The chi, the real chi, yeah, he called Asiri, is nechal b'mumoi. The Asiri, the real Asiri, what he called chi, is actually Maisa. It's Maisa. And the 11th one has the din of a Kom Shlomim. And everything we learn from Psukim, as we're going to see in Mat Hashem and the Gemara over there, we're going to see in Samach, we learned everything from Psukim. Now, there's another thing, what we have to know before we bring the guy over here. Koro lichi Asiri. Ule Asiri Asiri. He didn't get mixed up. That means he said Chi, he called Asiri. And then he called the Chi Asiri, he says Asiri Asiri. That means not like before we said Asiri called Chi. Actually, the Asiri he called Asiri. And the 11th one he also called Asiri. So we had the three, the 9th and the 10th, and the 11th, all of them he called Asiri. What's going to be the din? So the Chadasah is not Mekudesh, says the Mishnah. Why? Because the Mishnah says it's a klal. Kol shelo ne'ekar shem Asiri mimenu, that means from the Asiri, but the Chadasah is not going to be Kodesh. In the earliest, we spoke before, and he came and he was Oiker the Shem Asiri, right? Because he called the Asiri G. That's why the 11th one turns in, it becomes Kodesh. But over here, when the Asiri, he called Asiri, he was not Oiker for the Shem Asiri. That's why what's going to be the din? The 11th one, that's the din. The 11th one does not become Kodesh. So now we're looking for Mekor. For Rove, where does Rove get this idea of Asiri Meil of Kodesh? Look the Gemara. Elo, Mel Tanya. And you say, you know what's the Mekor of Rove? Mel Tanya. Kor Olechi Asiri. Veyotzo Asiri Veloi Diber. Chi Nechal Bemumoy. Why? Because the Chi, he called Asiri. Now when the Asiri came out, he didn't say anything. The Chi is Nechal Bemumoy. Why? Because he actually gave it the Shem Asiri. For Asiri, the 10th one that he actually didn't speak anything, he didn't say anything. What's he going to do? Myself. So what do we learn over here? Asiri, Kodesh Meilov. Doch mefurish that Asiri is Kodesh Meilov. Asiri, Kodesh Meilov. Look Rashi. Dima Maschil, Achi Nechal Bemumoy, oil. In Rashi Ksaviad, oil. Vekoroi Asiri, Kodom Miktsas Amin Lekamon Meiser Mekadesh Stefanov, Ulachov, Koroi. Became called Asiri. והאי קדושה דצ'י אינו קדושה גמור להיקורב. דאפינה בשני פרקים, העשירי מייסר וקורב. על מאליו קודש דאור, לוי, דיבר, כלל, he didn't speak בכלל, and what we say that this Asiri actually is Mamish Kodesh. Now, why, the Shaila is Azoi, why don't you bring me a better raya? Better raya for the Mishnah. The Mishnah comes and says, the Samach Homed Aleph, what we just spoke before, if we call the Chi Asiri, right, and the Asiri called Chi, the Asiri gave a shame of Chi. What's going to be the din of this Asiri? The real Asiri, even though he called it Chi? Kodesh. Kodesh Meilo. It's even better. I even gave it a different name. I even gave it the name of us, Chi. The Asiri came out. I gave it the name of Chi. What's going to be the din? Kodesh. Which Kodesh? Dushas Meiser. Mamish Meiser. Doch Meilo Kodesh. Elamai. Pshat is Azoi. The Chol say that when you gave it a different name, you still actually put it into the minyan. It's part of the minyan. You counted it. It's counted. Over here, when you didn't say bichlal anything, it's worse. Exactly. It's part of the. You counted it. You counted it wrong, but it's part of the minyan. You counted it. It's a small. I would say fakir. I don't know. If not, what are you going to say? Why you don't bring a raya, a better raya? From the Mishnah. Why do you have to bring me a raya, a brisa? Bring me a Mishnah. The Mishnah says if you call the Asiri, you gave it the name Chi, it's going to work. And the Asiri is Mamish Meiser. Tell me if it's Mamish Meiser. It's even better.
You counted. That's why.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you counted is even better. The wrong counting can't be worse than not counting. Yeah. It's counted. You included it in the minyan. You included it in the minyan. Or you didn't include the Bichlal. It's not. Huh? No. Okay, log the Gemara. Vedil me, yeah. Says the Gemara, no, you also can't say so. Why? Vedil me shiny awesome. There's different. There is var the Ivrarlei Asiri. Of there, right, it was Misbar after that actually this is the Asiri. Why? Because it went out in this opening, right? It went out for the Petach, right? It went 9 first, and then the 10th one went. But if you're going to come and leave over there in the Asiri in the deal, as we said before in Rashi, right? You take out Aleph, Beis, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Ches, and you leave that one in the deal. Over there, you didn't go out for the Petach. So maybe over there, Rove is not, maybe over there, we don't have a raya to the deal of Rove. Over there, actually, we which one is that? Asiri out of there not. Now, over here, the 10 one didn't go out. Let's see it. Shiny awesome. Loche Kodesh. The Iva Alei. Show Asiri Sharayotzo Beoisoi Pesach im Atisho. Aval im nishtayer bedir over there for what? Or Yotzo Pesach after. Loi Kodesh. Maybe it's going to be differently. So what means the Rashi over here? Yotzo Pesach Acher. What Rashi says over here? I didn't understand it. Says Rashi, shiny awesome. Leochi Kodesh the Iva Alei. Show Asiri Sharayotzo Beoisoi Pesach im Atisho. Aval im nishtayer bedir. Or Yotzo Pesach Acher, Eino Meilov Loi Kodesh. What means Rashi or Yotzo Pesach Acher? Oh, maybe Rashi means Azoi. Because if, right, what I'm going to say in Rashi Azoi, because if the Rashi means that if it went out in the same time, when these 9 went over here, he went down a different petach. He went down in a different petach, yeah?
After 9.
9 went out over here, and he went, no, at the same time. At the same time, he went in a different direction. What's going to be the din then? He's not going to be Kodesh. The Gemara says later on, Chamisha Pesach Zeh, Chamisha Pesach Zeh. He had 10 and 1 in the deal, and then 5 went out for one side and 5 went out for the other side. What's going to be the deal? They're not mitzvah lemaiser. We can see them with base, yeah? That's with base. He didn't learn it. Okay. So how going to guarantee the Asir is going to be Kodesh? What Rashi means of it? Elamai, Rashi means that what he went out in the Pesach after that. Rashi says, Pesach Acher. Listen to Rashi. What did you Pesach Acher? 9 went out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the 10th one went out in a different Pesach. Now, when it's talking about this one, that's what Rashi is saying. When it's talking about that this 9, the 10th one went in a different Pesach. If it's not at the same time, 9 and then 1, for sure it's not going to be Kodesh because you see, Chamisha with Pesach Zeh, Chamisha with Tzad Acher is not Kodesh. You see it on the base. Salamai, Rashi means that what it went out, then 9 went out, and then the 10th one went out. Yeah, because it's like Chamisha with Tzad Zeh, Chamisha with Tzad Zeh. The Gemara on the base says it's a bottle. That's what we have to say, yeah? So Rashi says, even though it went out the Pesach Acher, after it was left in the deal. Maybe that's what Rashi says. I could come and say that maybe, well, the thing. So what do you say? That went out in a different Pesach. When after that, so it was Chalu once the 9 went out, and this is in the deal, it was Chalan at the Meiser. Okay, Log the Gemara. So what we're gonna have to come and say, yeah, but also says the Gemara, no, Inami, maybe you're gonna come and say also that the Bryce is talking about the Achvali, that he actually showed with his finger, he's showing on his finger that this one is gonna be the Asiri. Elo, says the Gemara, what's the Bechoros? Rove, Mehodetanya, state a different Bryce. Korola, Lechi Asiri. He called the 9th for the 10th. Umeis Asiri Bedir. What's going to be the din? She Nechal Bemoy. Why? Because he called it the Shem Asiri. Vechulam Pturim. They're all going to be Potur Mina Meiser. So they go, my time Kulam Pturim. What's the reason that all of them are Pturim? Lav Mishum. The Kodesh Le Asiri. That means the Asiri became Kodesh Meilov before he died. And that's why we see that word. That he was Hufrash Le Meiser. Why? Because Asiri is Kodesh Meilov. So they go, oh, no, also this we can't say. Why not? The reason why we patter this is not because it's Chalon Meiser, even though it's not Chalon Meiser. You know why? The Iftar Be'minyan Aroi. That means that's why. Because when we came over here, they were Roi. They come to be mashing to the minyan that when right, they were Roi now. They were able now, right? They were susceptible to be Hufrash the 10th one because the 10th one is still alive. Right now, it's Israel. So they are part of, even though Meiser, the 10th one died and he never became Kodesh. Where do we see it? The Omarove, Minyan Horoi Poiter. Minaroi Poiter. That means, even though in the end eventually it's not going to come and be a thing, it's going to die, but Minyan Horoi Paters. Now, this, we're going to see about Hashem, this all Indian of Minaroi Poiter is also Sugi B'fnei Atzmo. About Hashem, we're going to see it on our base over there. But the Rambam comes and says, in Bechoros Perek Ches Halacha Ches, says the Rambam, Koro li Asiri. Call the Chi Asiri. Venishara Asiri Bedir. So he says, Aleph, Beis, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vov, Zayin, Ches, Tes. The Tes, instead of saying Tes, he said Asiri. What was the next one? The next one was left inside the deal. Says the Rambam, Achi Yochel Bemumoy. The Chi has a Kedusha, and that's a Yochel Bemumoy, because he called it Asiri. What's with the one that's left in the deal? Vezeh Shenishar Bedir, says the Rambam, Meiser. This is called Meiser. Afal Pi, says the Rambam, Shelo Yotzo, Velo Bireroi, didn't come out. Why? She'asiri Kodesh Meilov. That means the Rambam passes Zoi Virove. Oh, says the Rambam, what about Meisa Asiri Bedir? The last one, Meisa Asiri Bedir. What's the din? Says the Rambam, Achi Yochel. You have over here 9, yeah? Achi Yochel Bemumoy. That means after he came in the same scenario, yeah? But the Meisa Asiri Bedir, Achi Yochel Bemumoy. Why? Because he called it thing. So the Rambam, V'chol HaShmoyne, what about the rest of the 8? Oh, so because they were counted, exactly to him. Even though, says the Rambam, Afal Pi Shaloi Niskadesh Asiri Shalohen Li Korev. It's not a Korev. Why? Because he died before he went out. Says the Rambam, Sha'minyan Oroi Poiter. Also ich sage, der Rambam. שהמניין הרוי פויטר, או פרק דה מלך המשתה, זה good. פרק דה מלך המשתה, why you need, לא מוליח time, why you need this reason why it's going to be פוטר, because מניין הרוי פויטר, לכאורה we learned that what, עשירי קודש מאילום. And we didn't need the Gemara this time, אז I פרק דה מלך המשתה. The Gemara came, why the Gemara says this time over here, עשירי מאילום? To be doicha the Rai of Rovet. We want to come and bring a Mekor for Rove, that Rove, that Asiri Mail of Kodesh. No, it's not the Raya because Asiri, you don't have to count the Asiri Mail of Kodesh. Why? Because it's Minan Aroi Pointer. If not to be Doicha the Raya, the Mekor, what we're trying to bring to Rove, we will come and say Asiri Mail of Kodesh. So why the Rambam says he agrees to the din of Rove? That means he passes like Rove that Asiri Mail of Kodesh. And then the Rambam comes and tells you, you know why we mess Asiri because Minan Aroi Pointer. What's the pshat? We don't need this a reason. As I find the Mishnah.
Because he has time to get out, and he didn't. But if he hasn't had time to get out,
so then the Minaroi is going to be in always all cases.
But not out the reason of a rubber. It's possible because he can come out. Rubber says because he could come out, and he didn't come out. It's okay. Maybe he didn't have a chance to get out. Number 9 just come out. Number 10 hasn't had the chance, and now he dies. So he hasn't had a chance. So therefore you have to come to the Roy.
So, so very good. So that means let's go back to the Somer. The Somer what we were following from the beginning of the shir. Let's follow the Somer. This Somer what we said. The Fido Somer, very good. The Fido Somer. What we said. The Asiri was not Miskadish Meilov only when this one was the last one in the deal. Only one. So very good. Because the Rambam has to come tell you this reason. If when a few was left. When a few was left. Oh, so what's the pshat in the Rambam? What's the pshat in the Rambam? Yeah, the Rambam says, "Af al pi shelo niskadish asiri shelen likorev elo meis koidem sheyotza." What's the pshat?
3 minutes, one died. 3 minutes, one died.
I'm going to say that this one died, the one that I was about to count.
One dies and the 3 left, 2 dead. Why should be both of? There's 2 left.
Because Minaroi. That's what the Rambam says. The Rambam can't tell you about Asiri Meil of Kodesh. The Rambam has to pater you. Why? Because why the Rambam has to pater you from Minyan Aroi? Because there was left a few in the deal. And if it was left only one, the Rambam doesn't have to come and tell you. The Rambam doesn't have to come and tell you over here Asiri Meil of Kodesh.
Why didn't you put the others left? One dies, put the other 2. If the third, if one dies out of those 3, you don't put the other 2 through. So if everyone dies during the whole process.
No, I can tell you why. Very good, because now when one died, Igla that this one not the 10th one. And that's why I have to pater it only because of me.
So I'm saying,
no, that's what I'm saying.
Start count one whole lot.
If you have exactly 10.
No, if you've got many more. Because he's not.
Yes. Yeah, because good base as last one. Fine. Yes, we're gonna have to wait. We can see another base, the thing.